Hello FPO managers, yes, we're back again with another video for the Fantasy Premier League 2021-22 season. It's the Game Week 11 preview, but first we're going to take a look at how well we did in Game Week 10, and quick hint, not so well. Our green arrow streak is over. Yes, you heard that right, we haven't had a red arrow all through the season, and Game Week 10 got us a red, and we're going to see how that transpired on this video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. We're a new channel and we drop FPL content once every week. So let's get cracking. This is how we set up for Game Week 10 with Mendy in goal. He came in with a clean sheet. Trent considered 2 goals, so he only had 1 appearance point. Livramento continues to impress. He came in with a clean sheet for Southampton in their 1-0 win. Laporte got a red card, completely unexpected. That really did damage to our total score. In midfield, we had Rafinha, our transfer in for Game Week 10. He had 9 points. Of course, we were banking on assets who were facing Norwich to do well, so we had to bring in one Rafinha. There was doubts in him featuring for this game, but I was really happy to see him in the starting lineup, and that really proved to be a good one. So 9 points for him. And we had Gray with just 2 points. Jota came in with a solid 3 points. I was hoping that he didn't come in so that our first sub, which was White, who had a clean sheet against Leicester, would have come in, but Jota didn't start the game. But he came in as a sub and only had 1 point, so that was a bad one for our total score. Salah only had an assist, and that doubled up to 10 points. Vardy with just a solitary point against Arsenal. I was hoping he would score. He usually does well against the top teams, but he not on this game. Antonio was very unlucky, only had 2 points. But Jimenez completed the game week with 9 points. So that brought us to a total of 44 points for Game Week 10, and our first red arrow of the season. We dropped to around the 82k mark. Overall points of 674. So we're hoping that by Game Week 11 we would be moving higher than that and towards our target of top 10k at least. Game Week 10 is usually when we kind of sit back and take stock of how well we've done throughout the season so far. At least after Game Week 11, there's a international break, which will give us enough time to really slow down and take a deep breath and really look at all that we've been able to achieve, and kind of perfect our strategy for the rest of the season. So it's really nice that we're in the top 100k, but after Game Week 12 we'll really have to look at our transfer plans and our strategy of how to at least tackle the season up until the midway point in Game Week 19. So that's what we're going to use our international break for, like really fine-tuning our plans for that period of the season. But before then, let's take a look at our prediction league picks and how well we did, which was really terrible. Only one of the players we picked did well and brought us points, and that's Rafinha. As for Vardy, Laporte and Janssen, they didn't bring us points, especially Laporte, who got a red card. So that was a really bad one. So for this week we took an L, just 1 out of 4 players, so that was a loss for us. So we're still stuck on 17 points, and luckily we didn't drop down from 5th, so we're still in that position on the table. Hopefully our picks for Game Week 11 will do much better than that. So for Game Week 11 I've gone with these 4 players. Aubameyang is facing Watford at home, and he's really on form, and I'm expecting that he's gonna do well in that game. Jota is gonna get a chance to start at the weekend thanks to Firmino's injury in the game against Atletico Madrid, so he's gonna be away to West Ham, and I'm hoping that he does really well. It's a tough game. It's not a guarantee that he's gonna do well, but hopefully since he's starting, that gives us a higher chance of getting in points for our mid-range attacker there. As for our premium defensive pick, I've gone for Chelsea's Mendy. He's facing Burnley at home, so I'm expecting that they keep their streak of clean sheets going with that game. Brighton's facing Newcastle at home. Trossard has been doing quite well. He's been starting up front for Brighton, and I'm expecting that Newcastle, with their very terrible defensive numbers, they continue to concede. And okay, so these are the 4 picks that we've gone with for game week 11. As for our transfer plans, this is how our team is currently, with Mendy and Bachmann in goal, White, Trent, Williams, Laporte, Livramento in defense, Alan, Rafinha, Salah, Jota, Gray in midfield, and we have Vardy, Antonio, and Jimenez. We really thought about taking out Antonio for Tony in this game week, but I've realized that thanks to a lot of price changes, this strategy was born in game week 8, as you know. So there's been a lot of price changes between then and now. So if I go ahead with this plan of taking out Antonio and bringing in Tony, who faces Norwich, I wouldn't have the funds to get in Son by selling Jota. So it brings us to a dilemma where we have to pick exactly which player we prefer, either Tony or Son. I've gone with Son, so that means we're going to lose out on Tony and his very good fixtures against Norwich and Burnley. So if we're not downgrading Antonio to Tony to get those funds, we have to get those funds from somewhere. So thankfully or unfortunately, Laporte got a red card, so that means for the next at least couple of game weeks he's going to be useless for us on our bench. So we've decided to downgrade Laporte, and I've decided to bring in Mankilo of Newcastle. So that's going to get us the funds we would need in game week, after game week 11, before game week 12, to get in Son. So I've gone ahead and made that transfer, Laporte to Mankilo, and this is how the team looks at the moment. It means that in game week 11, this is how our team is going to line up. Bachmann, Mankilo, Allen, and Williams will be on our bench. Our starting 11 is going to be Mendy at home against Burnley. Trent, Livramento, and White will be our defense. Rafinha, Gray, Jota, hopefully he starts thanks to Firmino's injury. And Salah will be our captain, and that completes our midfield. In attack, we have Vardy, Antonio, and Jimenez, which will complete our strike force. Antonio is going to be facing Liverpool, and I usually don't like having my attacker face my defender since I have Trent, but thanks to the circumstances I have to field that, and hopefully they both get points, and Trent either concedes or he gets a clean sheet and gets subbed out, and then Antonio scores afterwards, or they both get points, attacking points for me. But this is how our team is going to line up. I'm hoping that this is going to get us a green arrow, and then we start a new trend of green arrows with the midweek games, the Champions League games, the Europa League, and Europa Conference League games. You may have players who may be featuring for these teams, and you may want to keep an eye out for things like injuries and players who are going to be rested for those games. I still have Antonio featuring tonight, and hopefully he doesn't pick up any unwanted injuries. I've already made my transfer, so hoping that he doesn't get injured and he can feature against Liverpool at least. Even if he doesn't, then I'll be forced to start Mankilo, but I don't want to do that. So hopefully come out at the end of that with a clean bill of health. That's our video for today. It's a really short video. I had to get our transfer plans done. Remember, the transfer deadline is tomorrow, not Saturday. So all I have left to do is wish you guys good luck, have fun, and I'll catch you on the next one.